Good morning. It is 6:02 a.m. on Wednesday, the 19th of February, and today is a huge day, like an absolutely huge day. So I've got a long day of work, which I'm going to try and bring you along for. So I've got around about 30-ish check-ins to do one-to-one clients. I've got a couple of client calls in there as well. But more importantly, City are playing Madrid later. And I say it's a huge day because of that, but realistically, we are going to get beat. We are down at the moment, so we're losing 3-2. If anybody watched last week's game, I was there. It was heartbreaking, and we should have won that game. Like, we were winning until the 87th or 88th minute, and then we just let it all slip in the last few minutes. So, disastrous evening for the Blues. That is the reason it's a massive day. But I thought I would come on here because I haven't done one of these updates for a couple of weeks, actually, just because life has just been carnage with work being so busy, and of course, I was adjusting to having the new baby. Roadster, man like Brody. It's been a little bit of an adjustment phase for us getting used to that. And almost me finding like I say kind of new routine, like the routine hasn't changed, but adapting to having, I suppose, less sleep and less stuff and less energy on a day-to-day basis, whilst also trying to diet and get myself ready for Hyrox and look after my physique and look after my clients and all that kind of stuff. It's definitely been a bit of an adjustment phase over the last few weeks, but it's all fun and games, and I feel like I'm definitely getting there now. So we're going to go for a gym session. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to film because this gym is I've gone to 2 gyms because I'm weird like that. I like to have a switch up an environment, but this gym here don't really like me filming that much. It's not that they don't like me filming, they don't like people filming that much, which is fine. So I'll see if we can get a couple of clips, but ultimately we'll do a bit of a training update, nutrition update, physique update, and we'll build up to the big game tonight. Hopefully City will get the win. Right, a little bit of a training debrief. So I actually managed to film a little bit more than what I normally would do in this gym, which was good. So I thought I'd kind of run through the actual session itself and just give you a bit of an insight into why I'm doing certain things. So at the moment, obviously the primary focus is still kind of Hyrox. I say the primary focus, something that people probably get twisted is that is what I'm solely focusing on. Although this series is like the road to Glasgow, it's a part of it. But ultimately for me, like I said, yes, I want to be in shape for that, and I want to feel fit and ready to go for that. But it is way more to it than just that right now. So for me, I've got the summer's coming. Listen, a lot of what I do inside the gym is to look a certain way, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like certain coaches online will have you believe that you shouldn't have fucking goals to look and feel a certain way with your clothes off, and tell them to piss off. So
You're hard showing off.
My training at the moment is predominantly kind of, certainly inside the gym, is focused around a lot of upper body, probably more delts and lats and back in general, because in order for me to try and get the physique that I'm probably chasing, so like that, almost like that nice little taper, do you know, so you've got your nice slim waist and you kind of taper upwards. I've naturally got a thick waist anyway, even when I'm dieting and even when I'm super lean, my waist is quite thick. So for me, I have to get quite lean, which will come from my diet, not from my training. But inside the gym at the moment, there's a lot more focus on upper back, lats, rear delts, side delts, that kind of thing. We started off with some weighted pull-ups. Now, I'm not very good at pull-ups, something that I've always been poor-ish at. I think I managed to get 10 kilos between my legs there for kind of 6-7 repetitions, which is massive progress in comparison to where I've been, in fairness. But my focus there was to be more kind of shoulder width. And really, if you look at the video, hopefully it shows it, you can see that I'm really kind of trying to drive my elbow down. And that's just going to engage my lats that little bit more, okay? Because sometimes, you know, if I was to go a little bit wider, for example, yes, there's still going to be lats working, but actually you start to incorporate a little bit more of your rhomboids, your rear delts, that kind of region, and I want less of that and more focus around the lats. So shoulder width, a little bit more narrow than some people might do them, but again, just to bias the lats a little bit more. Then it was the cable row, and what I pretty much did all of today's session on the cables, only because they were free, and I thought, fuck it, let's just get involved. They're never free here. You'll notice that I did a single arm row and a single arm cable pull down. On both of these, you'll see that hopefully I managed to get like a bit of a stretch, and I was aiming for like lengthen, biasing that kind of lengthened position. So there's a big stretch at the top of the pull down and a big stretch at the back end of the row. And like I said, the reason for that is we now know that we tend to get the most amount of muscle growth when our muscles are being worked in their most lengthened position. So if I can bias that stretch, which I think cables are great for, that's going to work really, really well. Powerful through the concentrics. I like drive in and then nice and controlled on the way back out, and really kind of look for a full range of movement there. Then it was some cable straight arm pull downs, and again you'll notice that I was trying to bias that stretch, and then I finished off with some arms, which I didn't manage to film because that was the dumbbell area was really busy. But I basically did some incline dumbbell curls, which are my favourite bicep exercise. I literally do them twice a week, and every single training program that I have has them in. So fucking get them in because they're great. And I finished off with some lengthened partials, again just biasing that lengthened range to get a little bit more growth on the bicep. And then I did some cable curls to finish off because every guy wants bigger biceps, right? And that's today's workout done and dusted. So we are now going to go home, see the lunatics, do some work for probably about the next 9 hours before City hopefully win. We'll try and see a little bit behind the scenes of what I'm eating and why I'm eating certain things right now, and we will go from there.
You wave. Go hey. Hey YouTube.
I got you.
Right, are we going to spread your toast?
Yeah.
Can you say like, subscribe?
I'm Daddy.
Yeah, did you hear that? You've got to like and subscribe now. Thea told you to do it. We are back from the gym. I say we are back from the gym like Thea's been to the gym with me. I'm back from the gym. Thea's just woke up, obviously. She's having her toast and I'm having my breakfast. So, as promised, I thought I'd show you what I'm having. So this is, it looks very aesthetically pleasing at the start. So we have got Greek yogurt or skyr, 0% fat. We've got a load of raspberries, about 100 grams of frozen raspberries, a chopped up banana, 20 grams of honey, 20 grams of peanut butter. The drizzler, unbelievable. The salted caramel one is ridiculously good. And this is something that drives me mad when people start dieting, right? They essentially will have what Thea's having for breakfast, a slice of toast with a bit of butter on and not understand why they are still hungry afterwards and why they're not managing to hit their protein target. Like, you've just got to start making some changes with your nutrition. So for me, I really enjoyed his breakfast, but this is 547 calories. Obviously, portion sizes can be adjusted to suit you. What she said, right? So 547 calories and 53 grams of protein. It's extremely dense in protein. It's got micronutrients, it's got fiber, it's going to fill me up, it's going to make me feel good. Got all the stuff that we need to get us through to lunchtime quite comfortably. And I just don't think enough people are thinking ahead and trying to make things a little bit, quote unquote, dare I say, cleaner or healthier. Like, they're just trying to adjust the things that they're eating to hit their current macros. Whereas actually, if you just got a little bit more sensible with your decision making, add some more fruit, some more veg, some more protein dense foods, you're gonna feel fuller, and it's gonna make your diet, if you are dieting right now, as I am a little bit for Hyrox, a hell of a lot easier. Just wrapped up a morning of check-ins. It is 12:15, so I've been working for around about 3 and a bit hours now. And after about 3 hours, I don't know about you, but my brain just starts to frazzle a little bit, especially when I'm just talking non-stop. So I'm now gonna have a bit of a break. I'm gonna go and get some food so you can come with me. I've made a bit of a mistake though, because it wasn't raining 10 minutes ago, and now it's fucking raining, mate. It's raining, and I've got to run over there. I've got to dodge the dog poo because there's definitely going to be some dog poo on that garden somewhere. It's not that I don't pick my dog's poo up, he just does so freaking many of them I can't keep up with it. And worst thing is, my Crocs, they're outside, so it's going to be wet. Let's go. Easy, light work, hybrid athlete. Right, time for some food. Next meal, lunch, I believe is what people call it. We have got a lot of chicken on this plate. So we've got chicken and basically just a load of salad. A bit of peri-nase on the chicken because I've done the chicken in Nando's marinade. And then we've got a lot of salad because volume and all that kind of stuff that I was talking about earlier is very important. With some salad dressing, a little bit of balsamic glaze. Good shit. Again, this is just something that I was talking about earlier. I think most people try and eat convenient style food for their lunch. And I understand I'm very lucky that I work from home, so I've got the ability to cook at home and make my own food on my lunch break. But even if I didn't, I'd just be preparing stuff like this. I wouldn't be going and getting a sandwich and a bag of crisps from the shop because it's not going to fill you up. It's not going to allow you to hit your protein targets. It's not going to allow you to, quote unquote, stay on track. Although it might hit your macros, so to speak, it's going to make dieting, it's going to make getting into shape more difficult if you're just eating food which isn't going to provide you with what you need from a nutrient standpoint, not just a calorie standpoint, okay? So for example, with this here, 500 calories, 507 to be precise, and that is giving me 85 grams of protein, okay? So far for the day, I've had 500 calories for my breakfast at 53 grams of protein, then I've had 500 calories for my lunch at 85. So I'm already on 138 grams of protein for just 1100 calories. I've got space to eat with the family later. I believe we're having a chili and rice, and then I'll probably have some more Greek yogurt in the evening with a bit of fruit, watching the football, just chilling out. That's not to say I won't eat like this I will eat like this every single day, sorry. Like there will be days where I might have a pizza, or I might have a couple of beers. At the weekend I'm going to the match, I will have a few beers. But if you eat like this the majority of the time, filling yourself up on volume dense foods, salads, veggies, fruits, high protein, low calorie foods, you're gonna find that sticking to your goal is going to be much easier. I think it all stems from that if it fits your macros approach. And I used to do it where I would just take it to the extreme, as in like, okay, cool, well, I can have a Mackey's within my calories. It's not going to serve you very well. So try to make sure that the majority of your choices around your food are good, and you will find this shit much easier. Anyway, I'm going to eat this, then I'm going to get back to work because I've got a call in 45 minutes and I need to get about 4 more check-ins done before then as well. So very busy afternoon. See you guys in a bit. That's a full day of check-ins done and dusted. So I've literally just come into the house and it is 10 to 6. So pretty full on day. Those check-in days are quite intense mentally, not physically, because I literally don't move at all. But they are definitely intense kind of mentally. So a little bit drained, a little bit tired, but looking forward to the match later. So do you know what, honestly, it's the hope that kills you. It is the hope that kills you. So let's hope that when I next do one of these, we have got some good news.
Good morning. It is the day after the Madrid game and we will skip that very, very quickly. I didn't film anything last night, I was supposed to, but Brody fell asleep on me on the sofa, and when a baby falls asleep on you, unless you want your night to be ruined, you do not move. You just lie there and just accept that that is your position for the foreseeable future. Woke up this morning, I've got a new low on the scales as part of this kind of like mini cut now, going into my my Hyrox prep of 89.9, which is cool. I've got another couple of weeks. Again, like as I mentioned in my last episode, I'll probably get to like 88-ish, 87. Like that's a good place for me. Still pretty lean there. Not my leanest, but Hyrox isn't about being your leanest. Like it's, you need to have some your energy levels need to be at a certain standard, and you can't just be lean and depleted going into a you know, an endurance event like that. So I don't need to be my leanest. I just want to be lean, you know, because it's cool. So I'm going to go and do a Hyrox workout, but essentially the workout is going to be 8-minute AMRAP, so as many reps as possible within 8 minutes essentially. So we are going to go for 1 kilometer run and then max reps on the wall balls. Okay, so essentially I'll do a kilometer run, hoping to get that done in about 4:40, 4:45, and then I will just literally for the rest of the 3 minutes I'll do as many wall balls as I possibly can do, and hopefully aim to get 100. Like that would be nice, because that is the race day target. So that is what the expectation is for Hyrox itself. 2 minutes rest, then we go 1 kilometer run, max reps of burpee broad jump, which is disgusting, and then again rest for 2 minutes, and then we go one more time, 1 kilometer run, max distance on the sled push, 2 minutes rest, and then we repeat the whole thing again. So it's 6 kilometers total, but obviously lots of stations in between. So this is pretty Hyrox specific. Do you know, there's not really, it doesn't really get much more Hyrox specific than this. And the one movement that I've been avoiding like hell as part of this this training block is burpee broad jumps, but listen, we've got 2 and a bit weeks, so I should probably start doing some. So let's crack on. Okay, so that is the gym done. As you can tell, I'm a little bit sweaty. Bit disappointing from a filming standpoint. Like that gym's just it's not the best. Like the reason I go to it is it's around the corner. It's 24-hour, so I've got no excuses to not go when like I'm woke up at stupid o'clock by the kids and shit. But it's a bit shit. Like today, like half of the gym, the lights just weren't turned on. No idea how to turn them on. There's no staff there, so I couldn't really film anything at all apart from a bit of treadmill action. So, but it's a really good workout. What I'm trying to do here at the moment is just go a little bit heavier than what I'm going to have to do in Hyrox, so that hopefully when I get to Hyrox that the weights don't feel too bad, basically. And the thing that I was buzzing about today, and this is just it's just mad, because this is just the way that fitness works and like fucking physique stuff works. Like last week I had one of the worst weeks training. My running was pathetic. Like I went out on Sunday and I just couldn't even get past like a 6:10, 6:20 pace per kilometre, which is fucking shite. And I just felt crap. I don't know what it was. Like something just wasn't there last week, despite, you know, most things being the same, like nutrition, etc, etc. But then today I've gone in and I've just been my first of all my session earlier this week, which I didn't film, but like that was really, really good. My gym sessions have been great, and then this morning I've gone in and I've done 4:30 per kilometre, and that's on tired legs as well. And that for me was a bit of a breakthrough session, because I've never been able to do those paces. I have been able to do those paces isolated, but not 6 times over with tired legs and fatigued legs with a spiked heart rate in between. So I'm fucking buzzing. Like I'm absolutely buzzing. Like that was the session that I needed, because I've been feeling a bit shit about things recently, just because of like the lack of recovery and things. So that was the exact session that I needed, and it just shows that like a fucking cheesy fitness wankery this is, turning up and doing the shit when you don't want to do the shit. Like last week when it was a really bad week and I couldn't be arsed and my recovery was poor and just felt a bit crap all around. Like those sessions probably attributed or contributed to why I've had such a good week this week, because I just did them anyway. Like, they weren't great, but I just did them. And it is just that whole thing of just showing up in it every single day. So listen, I'm going to stop the vlog here because, well, there's probably not much else going to happen today. I've literally got back-to-back calls with coaches all day long. So on Thursdays we do what we call Members Plus, which is helping coaches with their business basically. So if you're a coach and you want to know more about that, you should probably reach out. But yeah, I've got calls all day, so there's not going to be a great deal happening. I'm literally going to be sat at my desk in front of my laptop until about 6 p.m. I'll be eating the exact same foods as I did yesterday because I've already planned out my foods for the week. The only thing I'll do differently today, because that session, I mean, listen, you take your watch calories with a pinch of salt, but because I supposedly burn active calories about 1,000 during that workout today, which is obviously quite high, like regardless of whether it's correct or not, it's a heavy workout, a lot of stress, a lot of fatigue on the body. So I will need a little bit more in terms of recovery today. So I'll probably add in 200 calories to each meal in the form of carbohydrates, and nothing else will change. But just like, for example, my chicken salad at lunch, I'll add a little bit of rice into that, you know, and I'll just have that. This morning with my yogurt bowl, I'll add some granola in, or something along those lines, just to get some additional carbohydrates in, just to help me replenish glycogen stores and get me feeling good to go again tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. If you don't like and subscribe, Jake actually punches me in the face when nobody's looking, so you need to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.